Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today we are on the road on our way to B&Q to pick up some supplies for our house today. There's been a few new developments when it comes to our house sale, and we are hoping we are on now the home stretch, which is very exciting. We still haven't been given a date, so obviously we know that's like the one thing that's going to kind of cement this whole thing. But since the guy last came to the house to look at it, it's kind of needed a little bit maintenance, so we're gonna pop to B&Q and get some bits to kind of do it back up a little bit. Just needs a few touch-ups, a little bit of a clean, things like that. A few screws need to be put in places, and yeah, we're gonna head off there now. So as I said earlier, we are only here to quickly get a few little bits to touch the house back up. He last saw the house, I think, back in like September or August 2019. So it's been a really long time since he's been there. And obviously that's a really long time to try and maintain it ready to be sold. So we've kind of let it slide a little bit. And then we were always going to say that when we get to the point where we're almost getting a date, or we've got the date, which we are on the cusp of, that we would do it up and kind of patch everything back up to the standard he was looking at it when he last came. So that's what we're going to do today. Obviously we know the UK is in lockdown and only essential travel is necessary. We don't obviously usually go out other than to do extremely necessary things, and this is one of those things that we really need to kind of go here to get it all done, so that he doesn't kind of turn up to the house and it's a bit chipped, or the paintwork's not great, or there's things that needed fixing that we never got round to doing. So that's why we're here today. So we are on our way in and we will be getting our bits. There already.
What?
Glue
Blue
for the floor tiles.
Okay.
Are you hungry? Yeah. We're all done. And take your shoes off. Come on. It's not coming off. What have you done to this shoe? You made it too tight. Oh, you made it too tight. Who put these on you? They're done. Oh dear. Come on. Are you going to make that noise the whole time I'm doing this?
Yeah. Can I get peanut butter?
So we've just come back from B&Q and got a few bits, obviously, to do the house up. It's mainly just cosmetic stuff, and then there's a few things like the cupboard door that need to be put back on. Don't judge me. So yeah, cupboard door. Yeah. So we picked up quite a few. So we picked up a few things to patch up the house with after I've dropped them. The first one is some caulk. We just got the cheapest one. We've used a more expensive one before, and we've found out they basically don't really do much more than the cheaper one. So we've got some caulk to go around the windows. We have critter windows, so they condensate really badly, and we always find that the windowsills in winter kind of swell up a little bit, and then they really contract in the summertime. So we always get cracked caulk around the windows, which makes It's very difficult and annoying, but we have to do it at least like 3 times a year to keep up with the maintenance. And the next thing is no more nails to stick down things that need to be stuck down, which is a few things. We got some kitchen and bathroom sealant just to go around the tiles in the kitchen, because I never actually got around to doing that when we put the tiles in. So I need to re-grout and then put this over the top of it. And then I just got some polyfiller for any little nicks or holes or scratches that have been created by the children, which is probably a lot, and any other bits that I missed the last time we did this, to go over it again. And then I also got some Gorilla Glue, because some of our laminate tiles in the bathroom have come off a little bit. So we've got to glue those down as well. And we just got literally some rollers and some wood paint for the doors, because the doors are also one of the biggest things that need a bit of a touch up, because Ozzy likes to draw on them all the time. So we've got lots of ones with pencil marks. And you do draw all the time? Yeah, you do. So we've got to fix that as well. So that's all the stuff we got from B&Q, a nice healthy £60 all gone down on that. So hopefully we can get all that done within the time frame that we will eventually get once we get that date. So in terms of what's actually going on with the house at the moment, I have mentioned that we have not got a date yet, but it has had to travel up the chain. So if you're buying a house in England, it's a pretty complicated system. Just before you exchange, it has to go basically all up the solicitor of the chain. So if you've got a chain of 5 like we do, it has to go from the bottom to the top, and everybody has to accept up the line, and then it has to come all the way back down to the bottom again, so that they can start withdrawing their money out and then exchanging it and then completing it. And completion is usually the date that you move out on. So we're still waiting for that part, but we are in the process of exchanging. So that's exciting, at least. That's the closest we've ever got in this whole like 2-year situation to moving. So it's pretty exciting, and it's all happening relatively quickly, but we are aware it's probably going to go very quickly, because everybody is desperate to get out now that we are back in a lockdown here in England. So that's happened. So the only stumbling blocks we have at the moment is the solicitor that's given us the biggest trouble over the last 2 years is the one that we're all a bit worried about with taking their time in exchanging. So we are a little bit stuck on them, but we've been told that the problem that has occurred yesterday or today, I think, has been sorted, and they're going for it now, which is really good. So fingers crossed that's going to get sorted pretty quickly, either today or tomorrow. And we all have to work out which date that we want to be able to move on. Obviously that we don't need a moving van, but everybody in the chain that's got a bigger house or is moving to another house has to get a moving van, and obviously, and they have to be able to book it on the day as well. So they were thinking about next Friday, but I don't think the lady could get a booking that day, so it's going to move to the Monday after that, and that's only if nobody else has a problem with that specific date. So hopefully it will continue as it is now in a positive way, and we will quickly get the date within the next 48 hours, and then after that it's pretty much all systems go. I think that's the phrase. So we will be obviously patching everything up, which I'll kind of show you around the little bits we've got to do, and I might film a few clips of that as well, so that you can kind of see what we are doing. We've just got to also clean out the garden and take any other bits to the dump that we don't want anymore, and then after that it's literally packing boxes and sorting out a van to be able to do it. But we are actually going to do it ourselves. We're not going to get a company, because we're moving into my mum's and we don't have a lot of stuff. It kind of makes sense to just quickly do it ourselves. So that is the plan. Whether or not it actually happens, who knows? But I am keeping my fingers crossed, and I'm staying very positive, because it's looking like this time we actually are going to get out and get going, which is fantastic, and we're really excited about it. So it turns out I bought the wrong size screws, and we had to go all the way back out to B&Q again and get the right ones. So I've got the right ones now, which are just here. We also picked up some white spirit as well, because we are using oil-based paint and I didn't get any to wash brushes or anything with, so I went and got that too. And now I'm gonna put up the door, which I'll spin around for you, excuse the, yeah. So I'm gonna put up the door just there and reattach it, and then hopefully that's all done as well. So it turns out that the screw size is still wrong, and the hinge that actually goes on the doors is not long enough, so you can get like different degrees of how far it turns. We don't have the right one, so the door won't even go on. So I've just kind of wasted about 45 minutes sweating trying to get this epoxy door on, and it won't go on. So we are now going to have to order all new hinges and more screws just to put this door on. So yeah, fun times, but everything else should be simple. We've fixed the taps, we've glued down the floor, and we've tried to fix one of our drawers as well that's in the kitchen. So hopefully we will get this door done once and for all at one point soon, but not tonight, which is really annoying. So I'm going to go and sit down and calm myself because that was stressful. And look for new door hinges. Yay, fun. It's not like I've been to B&Q twice already.
What is no, ow.
I can see your bum bum.
What?
Oh, I can see your bum bum. Oh, yeah. Good morning. I last left you trying to fix a door to our cabinets, and I gave up pretty quickly on that because the hinges didn't fit it at all. So I'm going to blind you with the light now. Oof. So it's been a couple of days since then. I've been at work. I've got to go to work later. So I thought I'd jump on film and finish this video. It's kind of going to be like a moving update slash DIY, what we need to do kind of thing. And I'm going to show you what does need doing around the house very quickly, and then sign off for this week. And then hopefully next week you will see us basically getting everything ready to go. Quick update with what has actually happened in the last couple of days, because when you're moving house, it changes on the hour pretty much all the time. The date that we did discuss, which was potentially the 18th, has now changed because one household couldn't do it. So it's now changed, and they wanted to extend it quite dramatically to the 26th, which isn't too bad because it means I can give my work plenty of notice, and it also means I can get a few more weeks of wage back, because obviously I won't be in my job anymore because we're relocating. So that's really, really good, and it's kind of given us a lot more time to get things done. I've got some boxes that I've kind of held back now, I bought from work, and yeah, we're kind of really gently getting ready to kind of get out, really, which is crazy. It's like, I think last night I was just like looking at the ceiling when I was in bed and just thinking like, I'm not going to see this anymore. It's really strange, especially when you've been at your house for a long time. We've been here for like 11 years. That's a really long time. So yeah, it's really strange. But I'm just going to quickly show you around what we're going to do. And there's a cat out the window. It's just staring at me. That's creepy. So it may be the 26th, but I think the other date they were discussing was the 29th, so it's right at the end of the month. So we've still got quite a little while until we're going to actually be out, but it gives us that really long amount of time to really organise our stuff, get things to the dump, rather than like only a week and a bit to like rush around and go crazy. And it helps obviously with my job, like I said. So yeah, that's what's happened. It's now Saturday. Obviously I put my video up today, so it will be up this afternoon at 4, and then I will be filming again next week of kind of the progression of what's happened. I think this is kind of going to be what our videos are going to follow around for the next few weeks, is the process of moving, because this was kind of the whole point. And you get to see our journey from moving into like a 2-bed masonette all the way to moving back in with my parents for a little while, and yeah, the kind of steps we're going to take to get to where we want to go, and also working out what we want to do, because that's still a big thing that we haven't sorted yet. So yeah, I'm going to show you around because this lighting is getting terrible. There we go. I'm going to have like loads of shadows on my face, but you know. Yeah, so I'm going to quickly show you around what we're going to do, and then I'm going to call it a morning and get this up for you today. Cool. So bedroom wise, obviously we don't have like a lot of stuff, and bearing in mind I really have not tidied up for this video. This is just real life. And yeah, this is what we have in our room. So there's not a lot of things to kind of go. Obviously the only big thing in the whole house will be the wardrobe, and that's got to kind of go with us because we need somewhere to put our clothes. But maintenance wise, we're all okay in here really. It's literally just the windows, which I'll show you. These are critter windows, and the seal here, as you can see, gets really badly damaged and cracked, and also this needs a good paint as well. That's all we'll be doing in this room. The kids room is essentially the same. They actually need their walls painted because a lot of the walls have got a lot of marks on them and stains. We haven't actually painted their bedroom in, I think, since Harry was like born, which is like 11 years ago, and it's held up really nicely. Like you can see, it's not really faded too badly. What? What?
In the mountain.
Okay, you go watch it then. All right. Sorry. The only thing is their windowsill as well, which is pretty damaged and needs a little bit of TLC, and that's literally it. So I'll show you that quickly. So as you can see, their windowsill's a little bit swollen and the paint's kind of come off, and Ozzy has put some of his beautiful artwork on this one. We've tried to paint over it a million times, and obviously you can just see it just needs a little bit of TLC, nothing too extreme. With the bathroom, the only thing that needed to be done is the like linoleum tiles over there need to be stuck back down. That's already been done, and then over there the taps were a little bit squiffy, so I had to stick those back down. And then other than that, in here is pretty a-okay. That's really good. And then probably the biggest job that we need to do is repair these oh, I forgot what they're called. We call them like railings, like skirting board cover things. These little wooden ones. And as you can see, like Kev put them in and isn't probably the best DIYer in the world. Excuse the floor, we've been out for so many walks, it's literally got so muddy. And then this door needs painting because, as you can see, we've had another piece of artwork in the house, which is glorious, but it can't stay, unfortunately. And yeah, other than that, we've got the rail, oh, focus. We've got the rail just there to do it, and then, hello. And then, yeah, that will be all done as well. And this room as well just needs kind of a good wash down, because it's the room we obviously come in from outside. As you can see, it's the front door. We come in from outside, and obviously it's the one that gets the muckiest with all our muddy shoes and stuff. So yeah, that's that. The TV's going, so you might hear that, but as you can see, there's some boxes just there for us to start packing a few bits. And then this room itself just literally needs a little bit more touch up of paint, and then I think this one is the one that really needs the least work because we painted it quite early on this month. So as you can see, it's not a lot. The kitchen is really messy, and also Kev's in there at the moment. But as I said before, I think I mentioned that it just literally needs, it literally just needs regrouting. And then we need to waterproof that grout at the bottom between the tiles and the, oh my God, what's it called? Between the tiles and the worktops, that's it. Yay. Sorry, I wasn't feeling great last night, and it was a bit of a weird sleep, so I'm a bit groggy. And I also watched The Handmaid's Tale last night, which did not help. And yeah, so worktops and the tiles, that needs like a line of waterproofing so that the grout doesn't come out, which I didn't know that, so that's why it needs to be done. But we've got loads of grout left, and it's quite a nice, easy job. And yeah, that's it really. So that's pretty much what we need to do. Obviously, other than pack and clean, because obviously with COVID and everything, we're going to make sure that it's super clean and really like disinfected and everything, because we don't want him coming in and being afraid that there might be like traces of COVID in here. None of us have had COVID as of yet that I know of, obviously, unless I was asymptomatic, but I don't think so. I really doubt that we had it, so he's going to come into a safe environment anyway, but just to make it that much safer, we're going to really clean it properly and get it all done for him. So yeah, that's literally it. I know it's a bit of a kind of, lighting is bad today, that's better. So I know it's a little bit of a funny video today. I just kind of wanted to show you little glimpses into what's going on, because like I said, and I keep saying, the point of this channel was moving and kind of going to the next adventure with you, and this is like a big part of it, and we're really excited. Like, we have never had a date discussed. This is as close as we've ever got to actually physically moving out of this house, so it's really, really exciting, and we can't actually wait to get out, to be honest, because it's just going to feel amazing after 2 years of waiting. But yeah, so that's all for today. I will get this up for you, and I will hopefully see you next Saturday with more content about what's going on, and hopefully we are still progressing forward with this move. So I hope you have a really good weekend, guys. I will see you later, and yeah, stay safe, have a great weekend.
What the sticker?
There's a sticker.
That
Yeah.
is a baby hiking car. Of a make Baba.